there, good morning. Thanks for joining us on the Weather Network. It is Wednesday, the 17th of December. I'm Emily Vukovic.
And I'm Tom Reynolds, and a fairly good start. Finally, the fog seems to have disappeared in most areas. There's still some localized fog, but overall it's disappeared, which is better than what we've seen over the last 2 days.
Well, this is a live webcam behind us, and it's so interesting to see the CN Tower because at this time yesterday you could see kind of the bottom portion with the lights, but certainly not the top.
Yeah, we had a pretty low level, about 200 feet ceilings yesterday all over Toronto. So today we can see a little bit clearer and getting close to that zero mark, and of course 2 in Barrie.
We are going to be seeing the potential. The potential is there for a bit of a rainstorm mix in the next couple hours as our temperatures are dropping. Will that change? I've got that answer coming up in your long range, but first, here's Tom with traffic. Well, we're going to be seeing showers kind of on and off throughout the day today. It's not going to be a miserable rainy day all day, but it's going to be very similar to yesterday. We will start to see some clearings through the evening and through the overnight, and throughout the day tomorrow, there's the potential for us to see some sunshine. It's almost been a week since we've actually seen the sun. So looking at the long-range forecast, not a ton to talk about. We've got high pressure moving in, so we are going to see some sunshine over the weekend. Perfect for getting out and doing that last-minute Christmas shopping. Hi there, good morning. Thanks for joining us on this Wednesday. It is the 17th of December. I'm Emily Vukovic.
And I'm Tom Reynolds, and not doing too badly on the roads. The fog is dissipated in most areas. Still a little bit on the wet side. One crash southbound 400 at 88. There's a crash in the left lane there.
Temperatures are really mild right now. So
no, nothing minus. So we're above freezing in most areas.
But there is the potential for a bit of a rain-snow mix for the next couple of hours as our temperatures are declining. So, I mean, the roads are still going to be pretty warm. Probably won't affect the commute too much.
I don't think we'll see any accumulation in there. So,
we're looking like we're going to stay straight rain, but just north of the city, anywhere around Cottage Country, that's where we could see some mixing. Now, we'll talk about the rest of the week. We'll get you right into the weekend. But first, Tom, what's going on the roads? Well, we are going to be seeing kind of a gloomy day, very similar to yesterday. We've got showers in the forecast kind of on and off throughout the afternoon. The potential is there for a few isolated flurries as well because our temperatures are going to be dropping at a fairly rapid rate. Tomorrow, a much better day. We may even see some sunshine. It's been almost a week since we've seen sun. We are going to be seeing a much better weekend. Temperatures are going to be hovering around the seasonal mark. So, yeah, we're going to get a little cooler now that this fog and moisture is lifted. But we're also going to be seeing more in the way of sunshine. So if you have some holiday plans this weekend, if you've got some parties to go to in the evening, just be mindful that Saturday overnight into Sunday, we are watching a system to our south that could potentially bring us some messy weather, but it'll be overnight. During the day, we're going to be seeing some sunshine and relatively mild temperatures. A fairly gloomy, gray, drizzly, snowy kind of day today. Very similar to yesterday, but our temperatures are going to be colder. So some of this precip can certainly be turning into mixing. I wouldn't rule out a few isolated flurries throughout the GTA. By tomorrow, we do start to clear, and hallelujah, it looks as though we may see some sunshine. It's been about a week since we've seen the sun. The good news is that this clearing trend really continues right into the weekend. So for Friday, Saturday, and into Sunday, conditions are looking quite fair. It's going to be a fairly nice weekend to get out and finish your Christmas shopping, because I know a lot of people haven't started. Tom Reynolds. 1 degree, -1 for Saturday, 1 degree for Sunday, and we stay relatively mild into the beginning of next week. Hi there, good morning. It's Wednesday. It is the 17th of December. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. I'm Emily Vukovic.
And I'm Tom Reynolds, and I did start my shopping yesterday.
I was thinking about that. I was just
You were saying I didn't, but I did. I went out.
Well, because you were all like, I guess it might be time.
Well, still lots of time. What's 17th? How many days are left? 17, 20, 20, 24, 4, 7, 4 and 3, 7? Yeah, 7 days.
That was some quick math.
I know. So 7.
7 shopping days.
Plenty of time.
You know what? You're right. And my husband was at the mall last night, and he was just texting me, and all he was texting me was,
I went up to Air Mills and Square One.
That's a good mall.
Square One and Air Mills. I did both. They're fine. No problem.
Good for you.
Yesterday around noon, they're good.
Yeah, I guess. Yep. We have the luxury of getting up in the middle of the night, so we get
the moisture in the air.
We are going to be seeing the potential for a bit of a rain-snow mix on and off throughout the day. And places around Cottage Country, just off of Huron and Georgian Bay, I see some mixing, so roads could get a little greasy. We'll talk more about that coming up, but first, here's Tom with a look on the roads. Well, there is the potential for trace amounts of snow through the city of Toronto, but more so north of Orangeville, up towards Kincardine. That's where we're going to see the heavier precipitation, and it's not so much today, it's going to be more so tonight and into tomorrow. Temperatures, because they're dropping throughout the day today, that's where we're going to see that transition from rain to flurry activity, and that's going to continue through the evening. A little bit of lake effect, but then we do start to clear out, which is great news. We'll see some sunshine finally tomorrow. Not a ton with that dirty high, but we're still going to see a little bit. By Friday into Saturday, that's when things really start to improve, and on Sunday we're going to see some sunshine, so I think a lot of people are going to be happy about this. Great weekend to get out, finish some Christmas shopping, do some Christmas activities with your family. The weekend weather is going to be fantastic. Thanks, Tom. Well, we are going to be seeing a little bit of snow throughout the day today, but it's really just trace amounts for the city of Toronto, nothing in the way of accumulation. But there is a little bit further north. We're talking kind of north of Orangeville and west of Kitchener, 5 to 10 centimeters possible tonight and into tomorrow with that lake effect. So on and off today, we're going to see showers, and the potential is there for a few isolated flurries, temperatures dropping throughout the day, but we're going to start to clear throughout the day tomorrow. We may see a peak of sunshine. It's not going to be a ton of sunshine. We're still going to see quite a bit of cloud cover. But by Friday, things will start to improve. The sun will come out. Temperatures will return to more seasonal values. We're looking at about -1 for Friday. Saturday and Sunday look great as well. A little bit of sunshine. Temperatures exactly where they should be for this time of year. Well, we are going to be seeing a fairly gloomy start to the day, that's for sure. So as you're heading out, getting ready to go grab your breakfast, think rain jacket, possibly umbrella. 3 degrees through Toronto. Down through Hamilton, we're looking at 2. Any area that's hovering around the freezing mark, there is the potential for a little bit of a rain-snow mix, so roads could get a little greasy. Anywhere to the south, we're already seeing that cold air coming in. Windsor, London, 1, and towards the east, also quite cool, but seeing some rain. Hi there, I'm Emily Vukovic. Thanks for joining us this morning here on the Weather Network. We're talking about some snow. Not a ton of it for us, but temperatures are going to be dropping throughout the day today, so there is a chance that we could see kind of a trace to 2 centimeters through the GTA. But areas just north and east of us through Guelph and Mount Forest, we're looking at about 2 to 5 centimeters, and then if you just kind of scooch over a little bit further to the west, that's where they could see some fairly decent lake effect with those winds coming off of Lake Huron. 5 to 10 centimeters is going to be possible, but theirs is going to be more so through the day tomorrow, where ours is going to be more so throughout the day today with that temperature of ours dropping. So on and off showers, on and off flurries throughout the day today for much of the GTA. We will start to clear by tonight, and throughout the day tomorrow, the forecast looks much better. We're going to be drier. We're not going to see too much in the way of fog. Temperatures, yes, are going to be colder, but we may see a little bit of sunshine. It's been a long time since we've seen sun. The good news is that the weekend looks fantastic. We do have some sunshine for Friday, Saturday, and into Sunday with that high pressure moving in. I don't think anyone's going to be complaining about this weekend's weather. All right, I'm going to turn things over to Tom Reynolds. He has an update on your morning commute. All right, thanks so much, Kevin. Yeah, it's going to be kind of one of those gray, miserable kind of days.
It's been gray, and it's been gray for a while now. I really wouldn't mind a few days of sun, even if it was cold.
Okay, well, I'm going to give you a tease that I think you're going to like.
Okay, I like that.
We are going to see some sunshine over the weekend.
Okay.
And into next week, I've been emailing with Dr. Doug Gillum this morning.
Yes.
And it looks as though there is a fairly significant system on the way for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, which could give us a last-minute white Christmas.
A last-minute white Christmas. Well, wouldn't mind that.
That's
a couple
great.
of days, a little bit of snow during
great.
Christmas would be just fine.
That's the best when you're looking outside and you're all cozy inside.
Yeah, that's nice.
But other areas down towards the south through Oakville and in through Burlington and Hamilton could see a little bit of mixing. Here's Tom now with an update on traffic. There is the potential for some light snow throughout the day today. We could see trace to a few centimeters through much of the GTA. North of Orangeville, over towards Mount Forest and through Guelph, 2 to 5 centimeters possible. And then further west than that, we're looking at 5 to 10. But that snow is going to be coming more so tomorrow because of some lake enhancement with those northwesterly winds. Temperatures certainly dropping throughout the day today, so it is going to be quite cool. Tonight, we start to clear. Tomorrow, the sun will start to make an appearance, but we'll see more of it through Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The weekend looks great throughout the GTA. A little bit of snow. Not much. Trace amounts for the city of Toronto. We're looking at temperatures dropping throughout the day today, so that rain could transition into a few flurries. Areas north of the city and west of the city up through Guelph and Mount Forest and then through Orangeville, the potential is there for another 5 centimeters of snow maybe, and then even further west than that, about 5 to 10 centimeters with lake enhancement. That's not so much the story today, but tomorrow. Today is for us. We're going to see those trace amounts with this precip. Tonight we will start to clear out, but then throughout the day tomorrow, we look as though we might see a little bit of sunshine. Not a lot. We're still going to see a lot of cloud cover, but by Friday, things clear up beautifully. It is going to be a great day for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So the weekend for shopping, you have no excuse, Tom Reynolds. Do you hear that? You have no excuse not to get out and do your holiday shopping. Temperatures as well are also going to be quite mild. All right. Thanks so much, Kevin. He's really on a birthday kick. I think he feels bad for people that have birthdays and the weather's not so great.
Well, you know, I mean, it's one of those things. You get to December, January. My daughter was born in January in the height of a snowstorm.
You
big
were born
one.
in December.
I was born in December. Yeah, so yeah, you have to live with it.
Is what it is.
Sure.
Now that's going to be lake effect more so for tomorrow, and we'll talk more about the rest of the week in just a moment. But first, here's Tom with traffic. Well, we are going to be seeing that rain-snow mix transition into maybe just some straight flurries by the afternoon because temperatures certainly are going to be dropping throughout the day. By tonight, we do start to clear up. We're going to be seeing a fairly decent day tomorrow, dry conditions, but not a ton of sunshine. Even though that high pressure is going to be moving in, we won't see sun really until Friday, but then Friday, Saturday, Sunday look fantastic. If you've got plans this weekend, the weather looks as though it's going to cooperate quite nicely. Temperatures at or slightly below our seasonal average.
Bundle up this morning, back inside to the studio.
All right, thank you so much, Kevin. Yeah, it is certainly going to be one of those days where it's like, oh, it's not snow. No, it might be rain. Oh, it's really windy. Let's bundle up. Let's not go out there.
We've had about a month of that, haven't we?
About that, yeah.
Yeah. So it's been just sort of gray.
Yeah.
So if you suffer from depression, don't worry. It'll all clear up eventually.
Oh, Tom. Further north through Guelph and in through Mount Forest, there's the potential for 2 to 4 centimeters of snow, and then a little bit further west than that, lake effect engines start to develop. I'll talk more about that coming up in your long range, but first, here's Tom. Not today. Well, we may maybe see like an image of it. I think that's the sun, but it's really not going to be happening until tomorrow, and then not even going to be great tomorrow. But today we do have that mixed precipitation. We're going to be seeing some lake effect, especially coming off of Lake Huron, and that's going to continue to be the trend right into tomorrow. But as you can see, not a ton of cloud cover by tomorrow night, which means Friday looking like a much better forecast in terms of seeing some sunshine. Temperatures, however, are going to be a little bit on the cool side. We're going to return to more seasonal values, but tons of sunshine over the weekend. If you've got travel plans, holiday plans, shopping plans, the weekend is certainly going to cooperate weather-wise. A little bit of snow. We're going to see quite a big transition from 5 degrees and rain and fog to yesterday's forecast to today's, where we are going to see some mixing. The potential is there for a few centimeters to be picked up areas just north and west of the city. Downtown, we're looking at trace amounts. Doesn't look like it's going to accumulate into anything. Could be making the roads slick, especially by this evening, because temperatures are really going to be cool, and we've got those winds really picking up 40 to 50 kilometers an hour. We start to clear out through the overnight and tomorrow morning, and then we may even see a little bit of sunshine by tomorrow afternoon. It's been so long. It's been like a week since we've seen sun. The sunshine, however, will really start to dominate as we get closer to the weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday look great. If you've got a holiday party or some shopping to do, the weather is certainly going to cooperate this weekend. All right, thanks so much, Kevin. Or you'd be in the warm studio like us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's lovely in here.
Yeah.
All year long. Every day. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Except when you turn the heat up.
What did you do? I don't know why you're being so nice to me.
I'm always nice.
All right, we've got the potential to see some light snow throughout the day today. 5 to 10 with a little bit of lake effect. We'll talk more about that in just a moment. But first, Tom, what's going on the road? Well, we are going to be seeing some snow throughout the day today, but not heavy amounts. We're talking trace to a few centimeters through areas, especially west and north of the city. Lake effect also along the shores of Huron and Georgian Bay. Now, we do have winds that are going to be gusting anywhere between 40 and 50 kilometers an hour, so certainly making it feel a little bit colder, and temperatures dropping throughout the day. We'll start to clear tonight, and by tomorrow, this dirty high is going to move in. We'll still see quite a bit of cloud cover, but Friday, Saturday, Sunday looks great. We've got a wonderful forecast for the weekend. If you have holiday plans, if you've got holiday parties, maybe you've got to do some shopping, this weekend is for you. We've got temperatures that are close to seasonal as well. Well, unfortunately, today's not going to be a great day to be out and about because we do have the potential for some mixing throughout the GTA. Toronto, down through Hamilton, in through Oakville, and through Burlington. Mixing through the afternoon. Areas a little bit further north and west through Guelph and in through Kitchener and Cambridge. We're already seeing the snow in some of those areas. A lot of places are already seeing just a light dusting on the ground because temperatures are cold enough now. We've seen that switch over from daytime highs yesterday of about 5 degrees to morning temperatures this morning now dropping to about 2 degrees. Now there is the potential for about 2 to 5 centimeters in some areas up through Mount Forest, but 5 to 10 areas along the shores of Lake Huron because of lake effect. We've got those northwesterly winds. Of course, the lakes are not even close to being frozen yet. So it's not going to be a great day to be out and about, but sunshine is on the way just in time for the weekend. All right. Thanks so much, Kevin. I'm so glad he does his job so well. I really am. I'm so thankful it's Kevin
not that
there.
cold, though. It's a bit windy.
Well,
but
he
it's
said
not
it
that
feels
cold.
closer to -4 with those winds.
Well,
They're coming in
that's-
from the northwest.
That's nothing. And none of it that's warm.
Listen to this guy.
Yeah.
Okay, in the middle of winter, when we find one of those days where it
Minus
feels
30.
like -30,
Yeah.
you're going to go outside.
No problem.
Kevin's going to come in and pretend he knows how to do
No
traffic.
problem. I'll be dressed for it and ready to go.
Yeah, right.
No trouble.
You'll obviously be sick on that day.
No, I'll just sit in the truck.
Oh, I tried, Kevin. Seeing heavier amounts north and west of the city, especially up through Port Elgin, through Goderich, and up through Collingwood, because of a little bit of lake enhancement. We'll talk more about that in a moment, but first, here's Tom. Maybe fly away to somewhere warmer than here. Temperatures aren't bad today. I mean, they're going to be hitting our seasonal mark. They're dropping throughout the day. And this lingering precipitation, as I was talking about before, could transition into some mixing and then straight snow for areas a little bit further west and a little bit further north. By tomorrow, we're going to start to see a clearing trend. Not a ton of sunshine for Thursday, but by Friday, things are looking much, much better. We've got high pressure moving in, which means sun for us and temperatures are going to stay at or slightly below our seasonal average. We should be around 1 or -1 for this time of year, so it looks to be perfect. If you have holiday plans this weekend, if you're heading out to a holiday party or maybe you're doing some shopping, the weather is certainly going to cooperate this weekend. Thanks so much, Tom. We do have some mixed precipitation on the way today, some rain and potentially some snow as well. Temperatures are going to be dropping throughout the day today. Our winds have shifted to more of a northwesterly direction and they're going to be gusty, about 40 to 50 kilometers an hour by the afternoon through the city of Toronto. As you can see, a lot of lingering precipitation. A lot of this will turn in from rain to light snow. Most areas, however, will only be picking up trace amounts, not a lot of accumulation. Tomorrow, things do start to improve. We start to see a bit of a clearing trend as high pressure moves into our area, which means we are finally going to be seeing a little bit of sunshine. It's been pretty much a week since we've seen the sun, so it's about time. We are going to be seeing sunshine for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday look great. So if you've got a mall to hit, maybe you need to do some holiday shopping, conditions are going to be gorgeous. Hi there. Good morning. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. I'm Emily Vukovic. It's Wednesday. It is the 17th of December, and it is starting to transition to more winter-like conditions. We've been dealing with fall-like weather these last few days. Yesterday, we saw rain and dense fog, and temperatures were really mild. Downtown, we got up to 4.4, Pearson 4.2, even up through Collingwood 3.2 degrees, and then through Hamilton 3.7 was our daytime high. Now, we got even warmer than that through the overnight, and temperatures are now starting to drop, so it's starting to feel a little bit cooler outside. We've got Kevin Yard. He's joining us in beautiful Hamilton, Ontario, Bayfront Park. And Kevin, are you really noticing the temperature difference from today and yesterday?
Warm, just like Kendall is with those big ear muffs back inside the studio. Cute little dog.
Oh, thanks so much, Kevin. Kendall, I love your earmuffs. Those are awesome. And yeah, the dog. It's always the dog. The dog always brings me out in the worst weather possible as well. But I guess it gives you your exercise when you don't necessarily want it, right? We do have that potential for a rain-snow mix throughout the afternoon, as Kevin was just mentioning. Guelph and Collingwood, you're going to transition over to a little bit of snow by later on this afternoon and in through this evening. Temperatures are going to be cold enough, and with that northwesterly wind, it's going to feel even colder. So a couple centimeters certainly on the way for you. For us in this afternoon, I mean, our temperatures have been dropping. We already reached our daytime high, and we're starting to cool down throughout the day. 3 degrees by the afternoon, and that potential is there for that rain-snow mix to kind of linger on and off, on and off, on and off. And the same goes for this evening. If you're heading out, if you're meeting some friends for some holiday cocktails, if you're going to a holiday party, or if you're just going out doing some Christmas shopping, be prepared for potentially slick roads. 2 degrees through Toronto, 0 through Hamilton. We're looking at -1 through Barrie and 0 through Newmarket. So anytime that temperature hovers around the freezing mark and we've got precipitation, that's where we could see that switch over. By tomorrow, we're looking at some high pressure starting to move in. By Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the weekend looks fantastic. If you've got travel plans, this weekend is really going to cooperate with you weather-wise throughout the GTA. Thanks so much, Kasia. I'm Emily Vukovic. It's Wednesday. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. We've got some precipitation on the way today, but it's not going to be incredible amounts of snow. We do have some mixing this morning, potentially, especially areas west and north of the city. East, it looks as though it's going to be primarily rain, especially if you're traveling along that 401 corridor. This afternoon, however, temperatures are going to be dropping throughout the day today. We already reached our daytime high after midnight, and we are going to get into some mixing, possibly some flurries, areas north of the city. So for you in Guelph and through Cambridge and Kitchener and Waterloo, already starting to see a little bit of that transition. The winds are also going to be a big story today. They're going to be gusting anywhere between 40 and 50 kilometers an hour. And, well, it's going to be a cold wind, unfortunately. So if you have to get out, get your errands done earlier rather than later. We are going to be seeing daytime highs closer to our seasonal average. It should be around -1 for this time of year. 2 degrees through Toronto by this evening. We're looking at 0 for Hamilton, -1 in Barrie, 0 through Newmarket, and 0 through Oshawa. And as you can see, a lot of these areas seeing some snow falling this evening. Now, areas a little bit closer to the lakes, Lake Huron and Georgian Bay more specifically, could see a little bit more lake effect throughout the day tomorrow, possibly 5 to 10 centimeters. But for us, we're just looking at trace amounts. As we get into Friday, the forecast improves dramatically. We're going to be seeing more in the way of sunshine with high pressure moving in. Saturday and Sunday look fantastic. So all of you last minute Christmas shoppers, you have no excuse this weekend. The forecast looks great. And it's even going to be mild getting into early next week throughout the GTA. Drivers, it was more so north of the QE. Not so much south. It was a little bit clearer there. But the good news is that the fog has now lifted. Temperatures were quite mild throughout the day yesterday. We saw a temperature of about 4.4 downtown. Pearson hit 4.2. Our seasonal average is about 1 for this time of year. So we're much warmer. However, things are going to change. Say goodbye to the fog, but then say hello to the cold temperatures. We have got much cooler air on the way with those winds shifting to more of a northwesterly direction. So we've already reached our daytime high, and temperatures are just going to continue to drop throughout the day today. Winds are also going to be a bit of an issue coming in from more of a northerly direction, gusting anywhere between 30 and 50 kilometers an hour throughout the GTA. And we've got some snow on the way. Not a ton of it, but enough to just make it feel a little bit more wintry. Toronto, we're looking at mixed precipitation through the afternoon. This rain could potentially transition into snow in areas further north through Guelph and through Kitchener, Waterloo, and Cambridge. Potential for a couple of centimeters by the end of today. Areas a little bit further west along the shores of Huron and Georgian Bay could see 5 to 10 centimeters throughout the day tomorrow. Thank you, lake enhancement. Lakes are still not even close to being frozen. Temperatures this afternoon, not bad. We're looking at about 3 degrees. So, yeah, dropping, but still above our seasonal average. 2 by this evening, some light snow in the forecast. Anywhere around that freezing mark is where we could see that precipitation switch kind of back and forth. So don't be surprised if you think it's snowing. Oh, no, it's not. It's raining. By tomorrow, things are going to get better. We've got high pressure moving in, and the weekend throughout the GTA looks fantastic with lots of sunshine and seasonal temperatures. Hi there. Good morning. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. I'm Emily Vukovic. It's Wednesday. It is the 17th of December, and today is certainly going to feel more winter-like than fall-like, which is what we've been experiencing these last few days. Yesterday, we saw a daytime high of close to 5 degrees through the city of Toronto and a lot of fog and a lot of rain. Today, the wind is starting to become our story. We are going to see our wind gusts anywhere between 20 to 30, possibly even upwards of 50 kilometers an hour by this afternoon. And it's going to be a cold wind coming off the lakes in a northwesterly direction. So temperatures dropping throughout the day. Now, Kevin Yard's joining us in beautiful Bayfront Park. He's in Hamilton. And Kevin, I mean, you have to stand out in all different types of weather. I would have to say that this type of weather is probably one of my most unfavorites because I find that the wet dampness just gets right into your bones. Okay. Well, it's not my birthday, so I'm going to take it's a bad day. Thanks, Kevin. All right, here's the mixing that Kevin was mentioning this afternoon, Toronto through Hamilton. We have already started to see a little bit of snow through Cambridge. I mean, it's really going to be kind of on again, off again throughout the day today. Temperatures are going to be quite cool. 1 through Kitchener, so hovering around that freezing mark, that is where you've got that best chance of seeing some snow, whereas we're going to stay 3 in Toronto, 2 through Hamilton. So again, anywhere along that freezing mark is where you've got the best chance to see some flurry activity. Toronto this evening, we're going down to about 2 degrees, so keep that in mind as you're heading out. Roads might be a little greasy with a little bit of snow, but we're not going to see a ton of accumulation. For the city of Toronto, we're looking at a trace to maybe a centimeter, not a lot of accumulation. The good news is that we do start to clear out. By tomorrow afternoon, we may see a little bit of sunshine. We just might. It's been about a week since we've seen the sun. By Friday, however, high pressure really starts to dominate and we are going to get into some sunshine. And by the weekend, things are looking fantastic. If you are planning on going to the mall, maybe taking the kids to see Santa this weekend, if you've got some last minute holiday shopping to do, or possibly going out to a holiday party, the weather is certainly going to cooperate. Lots of sunshine through Barrie on Saturday, and Sunday looks pretty good, a daytime high of 0. Pretty much anywhere throughout the GTA, the weekend looks great. Poor visibility. It was kind of an all-day event, and it was drizzly, and it was damp, and it was mild. We saw temperatures close to 5 degrees, but it still wasn't very pleasant to be outside. Today, I wish I could tell you it was going to be a whole lot better, but it's not. Yes, the fog has lifted, but temperatures are going to be cooling down. So say goodbye to the fog, say hello to the cold. We've got the potential for some mixed precipitation with that moisture still holding on through much of the GTA and southern Ontario. This afternoon, rain snow mix quite likely for the city of Toronto, and then the potential is there also for trace amounts of snow with temperatures really cooling down this evening. Now, areas just a little bit further to our west through Guelph and in through Kitchener and Cambridge and Waterloo. The potential is there for a few centimeters of snow for you, so roads could get a little greasy through tonight and into tomorrow morning. And then the heavier amounts of snow, the 5 to 10 centimeters through Port Elgin, down through Goderich. Mount Forest, just right on the cusp of that. There is the potential for 5 to 10 centimeters, but that's going to be your story more so for tomorrow with lake enhancement. The winds switching direction to more of a northwesterly flow. They are going to be fairly intense today. We've got winds gusting anywhere between 30 and 50 kilometers an hour throughout the GTA. By tomorrow, we start to clear, which is great news. It means we may even see a little bit of sunshine. Finally, we haven't seen sunshine in a really long time. If you're heading out this evening, we are going to see cool temperatures. Hamilton, 0, Toronto, 2. Anywhere around that freezing mark is where we could see that kind of fine line of a rain-snow mix. So you may see snow for a few minutes and then it transition into rain and back and forth throughout the evening hours. Now, throughout the day tomorrow, like I said, we may see a little sunshine, but high pressure really moving in and taking a hold for Friday, Saturday, and into Sunday. So the weekend so far looks absolutely amazing. If you have some last minute shopping to do, this weekend's going to be great to get out and do it. If you've got holiday plans, the weather's really going to cooperate. Hi there. Thanks for joining us. I'm Emily Vukovic. It's Wednesday. It is the 17th of December, and we've got some winter-like weather on the way. The last couple of days have certainly felt more fall-like, with temperatures almost reaching 5 degrees and lots of fog and rain. But today, it's all going to start to transition. We've got winds coming in from more of a northwesterly direction, and our temperatures are going to be dropping throughout the day today. So all of that lingering precipitation has the potential to not only turn into mixing, but straight snow by this afternoon through London, Guelph, through Cambridge, Kitchener, through Waterloo, up through Newmarket and in through Vaughan. The potential is there for trace to 2 centimeters. Some areas could see a little bit more, especially if you get affected by the lake enhancement. We are going to continue to see that snow coming off of Lake Huron with those winds throughout the day tomorrow. So 5 to 10 centimeters is going to be possible. Now, throughout the day today, it's going to be kind of on again, off again, on again, off again. But I do want to mention the winds are going to be fairly strong. We're looking at wind gusts 40 to 50 kilometers an hour throughout the afternoon. Now, we are going to start to see some sunshine by the weekend, and I'll show you that in just a moment. But first, this evening, if you have plans to head out, if you're going to a holiday party, temperatures are going to be hovering around that freezing mark, so that's where we could see more mixed precipitation. And then as we get closer to the weekend, conditions are really going to improve. Look at this. Not a lot of active weather, some sunshine over the weekend, and seasonal temperature values.